South African Capital Equipment Export Council, SACEC, is a non-profit organisation established as a public-private partnership between the South African capital goods manufacturers, service providers and the South African Department of Trade and Industry, the DTI. The SACEC is mandated to facilitate the globalisation of its members. SACEC is the formal body of what was originally a mining cluster. Following strategic segmentation, analysis showed that within the mining sector, certain equipment and components crossed over into agriculture, building and construction, processing, utilities, and allied sectors, ultimately converting the cluster into what we know today as the South African Capital Equipment Export Council, formerly founded by Sybil Romberg in 2000. Following Sybil's retirement at the end of 2015, the new co-CEOs include Chris Bayers, who has been involved with the SACEC since inception, and Eric Bruggeman, who has served on the board of SACEC, most recently as the chairman. The SACEC continues to provide a facilitating role in assisting companies within the capital equipment sector to develop and grow their businesses through exporting. As the voice of the sector to government and the rest of the industry on export matters, the SACEC provides critical and timely information to enhance members' ability to make sound business and management decisions, together with the DTI's trade and investment offerings. The SACEC facilitates member access to global markets. The capital equipment market consists of new markets where brand new equipment is required, the spares market, as well as the after-sales and technical support market. SACEC members fit into 4 categories: new to the export environment, currently exporting and looking for support and assistance in respect of broadening export channels or growing their established export markets. Companies who are members of the cluster initiatives hosted and administratively supported by the SACEC, as export development is a key driver for each of the clusters. Members of supply chain groupings for the purpose of developing a particular complete service and coordinating project participation. In addition, the SACEC service offering to members includes assisting members to establish export channels, opening up potential export markets, and liaising with foreign customers to build stronger ties in international markets. This includes market research, identification of potential customers, as well as training and facilitation in both research methodologies and export readiness audit and gap identification, assistance in the development of export strategies, country-specific training and facilitation. This includes understanding the environment and culture through to identification of risks, regulations, and costs. Hosted local inward and outward selling missions are arranged and facilitated by the SACEC. Participation in DTI-approved international trade missions, national pavilions and exhibitions. Quarterly networking functions. Facilitation of potential customer meetings on behalf of members with pre-introductions to potential customers. Assisting members to access the myriad of government financial incentives and manufacturing grants, as well as access to implementation agencies for the purpose of improving a company's competitiveness. Disseminating international trade inquiries. Assisting foreign companies looking for manufacturing partners in South Africa. SACEC's positioning within the South African government allows the organisation to raise and address industry concerns within the right channels. Some of the issues currently under discussion are the cost of steel and other inputs, as well as financing platforms such as export-import banks, as well as pre- and post-shipment financing with competitive interest rates. This is part of developing effective and efficient regulatory frameworks. The SACEC is mandated to facilitate, support and develop competitive South African capital equipment manufacturing sector. This is done through the establishment and management of sector-specific clusters and supply chains. SACEC currently has 3 established clusters. VAMCOSA. The Valve and Actuator Manufacturers Cluster of South Africa, VAMCOSA, was formed in July 2011 and works within the DTI's designated cluster parameters, managed under the auspices of the South African Capital Equipment Export Council. VAMCOSA's focus is to bring to the attention of end users where government spend is concerned, as well as private business, the benefit of supporting local valve and actuator manufacturers. In addition, VAMCOSA is also involved in artisan training and skills development for the sector through the Fumana High School Development Program, Vamcosa is actively engaged with sector partners such as SARS Customs to deal with import tariff code violations. The cluster aims to improve and maintain standards and specifications that will become the benchmark throughout state-owned companies and municipalities. Vamcosa continually looks for ways to improve the sector's collective technology through research and development, including where possible import replacement, to further enhance the capability of the sector. Vamcosa aims to ensure that the value chain, such as the foundry sector, is supported to add the collective downstream job creation opportunities. Vamcosa aims to develop the overall competitiveness of the sector through improved volumes. SAMPEC. The South African Mineral Processing Cluster SAMPEC was officially launched in September 2014. The SAMPEC motto, driven by industry, for industry. The vision of the cluster is directed towards increasing opportunities for local supply to the South African mining sector, thereby creating economies of scale and positively influencing its members' global competitiveness. SAMPEC also takes a proactive role in encouraging and strengthening the local procurement clause within the mining charter. SAMPEC aims to be representative of the full value chain of industry from EPCMs through to equipment manufacturers, component manufacturers, service providers and logistics. The goals of SAMPEC are to facilitate and influence the development of government policies relating to the mining and mineral processing sector, facilitate project packaging and influence the development of government sector support mechanisms, identify research and development requirements and facilitate interface between producers and research facilities, maintain a presence in leveraging local content policies and assist members to maximize the resultant effects, provide a platform for addressing and responding to key issues affecting the sustainability and positive development of the subsector. The Solar Water Heating Manufacturers Cluster of South Africa, SWH Mancosa, has been established to promote the local industry within the parameters of designation, as well as to influence, where possible, additional policy to promote local manufacturing through dialogue and active collaboration with stakeholders, address key issues relevant to the success of the sector such as technical standards, compliance, quality, as well as transformation, increase job creation opportunities and skills development through manufacturing, sales, installation, and maintenance activities, provide feedback to stakeholders on the effectiveness of designation, as well as to monitor public sector adherence towards designation, to develop export markets for the sector through the cluster's association with the South African Capital Equipment Export Council. To find out more about the SACEC and to stay up to date, visit the SACEC website, www.saceq.com.